So I think that they are better. I think their pitching rotation can be better. But now that they're going to get swept by the Giants, I'm rethinking this. Joe Espada said that he feels like the Astros are better than they were a year ago. It doesn't help that they're down 5-0 in the second inning and about to get swept by the Giants. Uh, this might have been a better conversation for Monday. But are the Astros better than they were a year ago?
No, I don't think there's any way that you can say that because a year ago at this time you had Kyle Tucker in your lineup. You didn't know what was to come. You still had really good pitching. You still had, Alex Bregman at third base, and there was a plenty of talent both on the pitching side and on the lineup side to say that we were hopeful and we thought that there was enough there for this team to still have success, for this team to still win the division. But I don't think there's any way that you could say from last year to this year this team is as good or better than the team a year ago.
I would have said Monday that they're better.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, last year we forget that Kyle Tucker missed half the year. So, that's something that you have to take into account. Their pitching at the beginning of last year was terrible. They got off to an awful start last year. And a lot of the key pieces that got their season back on track a year ago are still here. And, you've added to that foundation as well. Like Christian Walker, you added that. Isak Paredes, you added that. Well, you lost Bregman. Yeah, but I would take Walker, Paredes, Wesneski over Bregman, like one singular year of Bregman. So I think that they are better. I think their pitching rotation can be better. But now that they're going to get swept by the Giants, I'm rethinking this. I think I'm waffling to the other side of this suddenly. If you would have asked me after the Mets series, I was a yes on this. But now that you're going to lose 3 in a row to the Giants, then I'm taking it back.
Yeah,
I'm
because
taking it back.
I'm looking at it from the perspective of just right now, comparing the two teams at this point a year ago and this point now. I thought the Astros were a more talented team a year ago. You knew that, at a certain point, Tucker was going to go down for 3 months. You knew that Bregman was a slow starter, but everybody expected, though we kept kind of biting our fingernails going, when is he going to snap out of this slow start? But overall, I thought there was more talent on the roster a year ago than this season. It's just that, it's when you want to make that call as well, because if we're just going to go by the end of each year, who's going to be better, I still think it's last year's team.
Yeah. I would have said this year's version, but maybe that was me drinking the Kool-Aid. That was before I got battered. It was before I got battered by this series.